Hello friends, I am Ozan Kurtbey. Welcome to my astrology channel. Here I am again. Ahadunk. Yes, to the weekly astrology reviews. Exactly, to the astrology reviews. Friends, right now in the sky, it's quite active. Though it's always active there. The sky is always active. However, from movement to loss, and from movement to gain. Aside from movement, there are fiery days. Why? Because Mars, which is about to enter the struggle, is in the fire element of the Leo sign. That's why our struggle is always progressing in a fiery manner. And even the planet Mercury and the planet Venus are in Aquarius. The sky is full of fire. That's why it talks about movement. Now, I have to touch on a point. I was just thinking about this. How should I explain this? I wondered. This is how the event happens. The event occurs in this way. What I mean is, as you know, the Sun has entered the Taurus sign. There is another planet in the Taurus sign, and in the coming days, the Sun with that planet will enter into conjunction. And when the solar star enters into conjunction with a planet, it gives all its power, all its characteristics, dominantly to that planet. In this case, we feel that planet more than the Sun. Now, the situation already depends on which planet that is. In the Taurus sign, as you know, there is a Uranus planet at 26 degrees. This Uranus planet in the Taurus sign caused us to experience the COVID pandemic. It caused the COVID pandemic, and a planet in a sign, a planet can move 30 degrees within a sign, because the sign is 30 degrees. And as it approaches 30 degrees, its effect increases. Indeed, its effect increases. And in this situation, consider its effect at 13 to 26 degrees. Consider its effect. There is very little left to reach 30 degrees. Now, imagine the Sun is in conjunction with Uranus. Is it already 26 degrees? Let's see what the conjunction energy will do at how many degrees. Let me advance the chart quickly. Let me advance the chart. Hop. 10 degrees hop. The Sun is at 17 degrees 26. It already starts the conjunction energy at 26 degrees. When the Sun reaches 17 degrees, there will be a Uranus at 26 degrees. There is a 9-degree difference between them. The conjunction energy starts at 9 degrees anyway. However, even so, that conjunction energy continues. Sun at 20 degrees, 21 degrees, 22 degrees, 22 degrees, 23, 24, 25. When do they unite? When Uranus is at 27 degrees, the Sun will also be at 27 degrees. This will show us the following. What does Uranus represent? Technology. 1. Technology. 2. Higher consciousness. Exactly. 3. Astrology. 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 At the same time, Uranus is a rolling planet in a mode where it's uncertain when and what it will do. We will move towards that. It also represents earthquakes. 27 degrees. With the effect, the Sun will give it. Earthquakes may increase. Technology will advance very rapidly. The revolutionary process it will create because Uranus changes systems, destroys systems, and establishes a new system there, installs a higher model of it. It pushes for it, demolishes, and moves on, saying this system is no longer suitable. Exactly. In addition to pandemic, earthquake, technology, high-level consciousness. All of these are in the upcoming process. May 18th, for example, is the exact conjunction. May 18th is the exact conjunction. From there, the final point. Exactly. We will progress towards there on 10 feet. This completely depends on how full the fault lines of the point we are at are. If the fullness rate is high, it can trigger something there. With that trigger, at the same time, it creates extreme chaos in the mind. Why? Because it will carry your higher consciousness. Mayday, mayday. Oh, stop. Technology starts to lead towards very high points, towards the breaking point. Because the sun is there. Now, during this upcoming period, we will gradually progress towards there. So, anything can happen related to that at any moment. Because the top of that place is like a methane gas of the Scorpio signs. Pluto planet. On its mass, it says methane. It's uncertain when it will explode. Even it doesn't know. When it will explode, think of it like that. Think of it like that. During the upcoming period, there will be a resolution within this cycle. How we experience that resolution is entirely up to us. Now, in the coming week, month, it will progress from the conjunction of Mars in the Leo sign. After that, it will move into Virgo. Then it will move into Libra. And next week on Sunday, we will complete the Scorpio sign, which is the sign of the death cycle. We will complete the Scorpio sign. Already this week on Sunday, Monday, the moon, Mars conjunction, will be in Pluto's influence. This will bring us very intense internal transformations and awakenings. Wake up will bring this isolation. It will bring awakening. It will bring awakening. Starting from this week, we are entering a week where there will be quite high frequencies. And with these frequencies, everyone will have to surpass themselves. And this is a week that will lead to the transformation of balances. I will explain this in astrology now anyway. This is the news for this week, and we will be gradually moving step by step towards the Uranus-Sun conjunction. Mercury in Aries, Venus in Aries. There is something called shame. Neptune in Aries, already at a point that ensures spiritual awareness peaks. Is this it? This is it. Now, what is the matter? What is it? What is it? Exactly. What is it? What is it not? Let me tell you right away. The sun, its sign and rising sign, Aries, next week the 5th house, 6th house, and 7th house. The 5th house, the point where you create with your own creativity. The 6th house organizing this, and it's a week to carry it into very serious events, dear Aries. Venus is in your 1st house. Mercury is in your 1st house. The sun is in your past 2nd house and is preparing for a conjunction in your house of values. And that cycle, the moon cycle, will make another round. After it completes, we are heading towards the conjunction. There will be a turning point in your house of values. The responsiveness at that turning point this week, you need to activate. You need to activate it this week, whether in personal or business life. I do not recommend being overly protective because Saturn is in the 12th house. Its degree is rising, and as its degree rises, the protective shield becomes much more. Well, doesn't it protect you like Jupiter? You protect yourself. Jupiter protects you in the 12th house. When Saturn is there, you enter a protective psychology. And next week, flirts, creativity. These will come to the forefront initially. After this, these organizations will come to the forefront. After the organizations, you will move towards a significant balance transformation. And that balance transformation will lead to the breaking point with Uranus and the Sun in the following week. Because the reason is that Pluto in the 11th house says you need to rise. Rising is essential. Therefore, you need to make the most of this week. While Venus and Mercury are in the 1st house and Mars is in the 5th house, you need to take full advantage of this. The current Pluto opposition in the Mars-Moon conjunction will affect you significantly. It will push your limits. With those limits, which breaking point will you head towards? I can't know that. That's something left to you. Waking up won't be a breaking point. It will be more of a constriction. And that constriction will inevitably lead you. You will go towards awakening, struggling all the way. But you have to go. There's nothing you can do. If I were you, I would go there voluntarily. Exactly. And the matter is left to your creativity and imagination. Think about how far you can push it using that. You can break new ground. Mayday, mayday, dear coaches. Let's come to the Taurus signs for now. While this is the case with Taurus signs, events are different. Events are different with Taurus signs. Events are about fully concentrating on certain goals and moving towards them, pushing that area. Mountain, mountain, mountain. It depends on how you can open it, dear. Pluto is in the 10th house, my friend. Exactly. Pluto is in the 10th house. It will push from there. Additionally, Mercury is in the 12th house. Process it's with your intuition. If you try to process it analytically, you'll cause trouble. You'll cause trouble for yourself because Mercury is in the 12th house. Who is the ruler of the 12th house? Pisces. What is Pisces? The little fishy area. If you use Mercury analytically, psychism will cause you trouble. Analytics and focus directly on your intuition, because if it works intuitively there, it will be much more productive. Venus is trying to complete things there. And regarding spontaneous reactions, because there will be spontaneous reactions, it's a week where events in relationships and behind closed doors will come to the forefront more. Therefore, you might want to put the final touches. Be cautious spontaneously. Also, pay attention to health, because you will act spontaneously. But with your Taurus rising, you hold back, hold back, hold back, and this time it affects your stomach. Enough. There is nothing to do there. The moon starts in the 4th house, the house of security, Mars, from there. Imagine how that ambition, that drive can explode within. Therefore, especially pay attention to health, dear Taurus, trying to balance it within yourself. That Venus, never. Venus, you keep running to balance. How long can you keep balancing? Your body also has its limits. Well, after that, the moon. When it moves to the 5th house, pour out all your creativity there, my friend. Because you're a Taurus, your Taurus creativity is at its peak. Well, when the moon moves into Virgo, there's Virgo creativity. Combine 10 with 10. Use the Pluto above. Make good use of Saturn in the 10th house and external resources. And the Sun is in the 1st. House Uranus is also there. Both freedom and awakening. And becoming conscious. Realization. This week is the week to act accordingly after realizing. First, realize it. Exactly. After realizing, become aware of the event, become aware of each event. 2, become aware of yourself and put the 3 dots. Clean. Isn't it spotless, Mr. Taurus? Not as you know it. But at the beginning of the week, you can firmly focus on this. On Monday, while the moon is in Leo, because there's also pressure from Pluto above, it says, wake up, wake up. You have to wake up, you need to wake up. If he wanted, it would be good. If you don't want to wake up, it's your event. Is the event with you? With you? No problem. I mean, there's nothing known. The event is with him. The event is with him, dear fathers. Does it settle well within your security area? It doesn't. Have you noticed what you need to notice, my friend? Doesn't it make a difference? You haven't. First, ensure you notice your progress. Start with that. If you haven't noticed this, in the past 6 years, then we have a problem. Exactly. We have a problem. These things won't work. Now, the final realizations are groundbreaking realizations. Because the sun, Uranus, is your neighbor in your first house, dear Taurus. You will experience a tremendous leap. Make the most of this leap. Is this it? This is it, man. That's my thought. Now let's move on to the first signs of the zodiac. It was written for the first signs of the zodiac. The first signs of the zodiac. Changing the entire lifestyle and standard of living. Everything is completely dedicated to Zia. Why? Pluto is in the 9th house. Who is the ruler of the 9th house? Spring. What is Sagittarius? Life, philosophy. It's also called higher academic education, Leo. But it mostly means life philosophy. This is my understanding of life, my friend. This means the 9th house. This is what I understand from life. And evaluates it that way. If I fall into this evaluation, I can also add academic education. I can add multiple foreign languages. I can add everything. But it absolutely does not mean just this. It's a mixture of all of them. And Pluto is in Aquarius there, dear Gemini. Think, and even better. Now, why now? Jupiter? The 9th phase is Jupiter, right? The energy of luck. It fully represents the aristocratic structure with astrology. So, Pluto is in Aquarius in the 9th house. And where is the ruler of the 9th house? In the 1st house of the Libra sign. This means 4 times the luck. Dear Gemini, you are 4 times luckier. It gives you multiple possibilities, and you are spending Pluto's power in a lucky house. Put your hand on your conscience, there's something called shame. No, also on Venus, on Mercury, in a place like a battlefield. In the Aries sign in your 11th house, external resources, meaning solid, spontaneous events, are likely to come your way. There, you need to establish connections according to the Gemini rising. But while doing this, be careful. Because the sun will be with Uranus in your 12th house in this dark spot. There, if necessary, awakenings may result from the completion of hidden events, and they will indeed conclude. There, you might try to move forward by attributing it to how you manage the situation, but you are being pulled back to the past. Why? Because the sun is something there. It wants certain things to be completed in a crystal clear manner. And with those completions, it wants me to leap forward. Mayday, mayday. Do this. Did you do it? Then bam, Pluto in Aquarius, you're number 9. Did it handle that? It handled it, all right? Gemini, move on. I won't even need to say move on. You'll glide through like pulling a hair from butter. A rising Gemini. 2 Jupiters. Jupiter is in joint production at the same time. Pluto in Aquarius is in your Jupiter house. Well, Jupiter is in NASA's number 1 house. Just make sure you manage this. Handle it. Wow. In fact, this week, you can pursue ambitions related to what's on your mind and those around you, with the power Saturn gives you from above in your own house. Well, taking it from there, you'll enter the house of security. Also, the house where your ancestors are. There, you'll combine everything and gather all the power. First, close environment siblings. You combine your ideas with theirs. Then you gather them all together. Your own ancestors and your own talents. This means number 4 here. Combine and integrate there. Then with a giant Hadouken. The moon is in Libra. A giant step on its own. Bam! Give the enthusiasm. Give the enthusiasm. But first, some past accounts need to be settled for this. Settle them. Then help Mr. Affairs. Is this it? This is heavy, heavy. Let's come now. Cancer, signs. Face towards Cancer. Dear Cancers, your magnificent conjunction will be an awakening from external sources. will be your awakening. Ding! Now it flows. E. The sunshine I will be playing. So, just as that ends. So, the sunny, the sunshine, which one of the sunshine should I catch up with? Man, I have a routine too, right? There is such a thing as shame. I have a routine too. Because Uranus, the sun. So, which one of you should I run with? I mean, with one of them. There is no protocol. With one of them. Get on and move forward. Why? Because Uranus is in the transit where I am. What do you mean? Who does Uranus govern? Aquarius. Where am I? Pluto? In Aquarius. Oh, what? Where is Aquarius? Where is Aquarius? It's in the 8th house. What is that? Managing other people's resources. You will both manage those resources and start to encounter many opportunities from the other side. If you try to keep up with all of them at once. Where is the moon? In the 2nd house. That's how we start the week. In your house of values. A great opportunity starting in your house of values. Pluto. Mars. The 2nd and 8th hand. You have the power to combine them all. Because you are the cardinal body of water. Intuitive movement. Religion. Game over. For other events, for other people. You connect all the words. Click, click, click. Connect them within you. Connect. So that after that you take this too. And keep connecting. What happened? I need to digest this and first organize it in my mind. The 3rd house. The 3rd house. Did you turn around, brother? You finally turn to your own home. Speaking of your own home, actually of the Virgo sign, of the Atenazi sign. But since you are the owner of the 4th house, Cancer, I need to digest everything within myself, with my ancestors and all. Did you digest it? Did you hold that energy in your hand, brother? Did you hold it, man? Exactly. Did the moon move to Scorpio? Next Sunday. Give the enthusiasm to number 5. Reason? With Mercury and Venus in your 10th house. This opportunity needs to be utilized well. Slowly, slowly, step by step, mountain by mountain. Pass 1 floor, leave it clean. Pass the 2nd floor, leave it clean. Pass the 3rd floor, leave it clean. Until the Uranus-Sun conjunction. When? May 18th. You need to start this by next week. There's not much. The event is the shop, so why? B. In your personal life too. Since Venus is in your 10th house, people who contribute to you. Whoever it is, they need to contribute to you. Otherwise, it says, why? Pluto in Aquarius. The number 1 energy of Aquarius is traveling. It says to your pocket. You eat, exactly. Come take it on that side, then to the Leo signs. Dear Leo, in the name of the great shadows, you are in the middle of the bridge of Sirat. Tesarka. Tesarka 1. Anthem. In the 1st house, the moon is in conjunction there. Meanwhile, Pluto, from Aquarius to your 7th house. 1-7 line right now. How? A crimson apocalypse is breaking out. The rise of Berserk in Leo's life. Well, where is the known conjunction? In your 10th house. In the career house. Instantaneous leaps. And solar leaps. Calculation called the Uranus leap. We are heading to the Uranus-Sun conjunction. There is a completion key there. Uranus is the sun in your 10th house. But you need to cross that bridge of judgment because Pluto is there. Pluto will slowly transform that cycle. There. Pull, 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 pull. Along with explosions. But this is the essence. Actually, this is it. You will progress accordingly. That is in your 7th house. Serious work, serious relationships. Where are Mercury and Venus? In your 9th house. Your understanding of life in terms of communication, material, and flirtation, and comfort. Your lifestyle, your understanding of life. That means you are heading towards a 180-degree change. After that, a completely different birth of my Leo. Next week, it already starts from your first house. Living space, it starts from there. Your values leap from there. What are your values? That is entirely connected to Pluto, in Aquarius too. If you could awaken, if you could enter the realm of the higher knowing what your values are, what they will be. If you could enter what they will be. Because Venus, with a comma, gives you this. Where is it? In your 9th house. Next to whom? Next to the Aquarius. Who does the Aquarius govern? The first house. The area of life. The understanding of life. Finally, tear down everything together with the environment and siblings. It will go towards transforming from A to Z towards its roots. But it will start with you, dear Leo. It will start with you. Snap, 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 snap. Imagine it, breaking at 20 different thresholds. Snap, 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 snap. You will probably say by now that this finger is gone. At least let me perform the funeral prayer for the finger, Emin Aslan. No way. It broke. The moment it snaps at the last point, something like this will emerge. And it's digital. Why? Aquarius, digital. Jupiter in the 11th house needs to be utilized tremendously with external resources. Once you utilize it, it's all clean. Because it's also in the house of open enemies and managing others' resources. Emotional transformation, the merging of the ego, is present in the house of merging with the other. It develops you with such a solid discipline. It seems like it's going to take life from your life. But actually, it's not. In fact, you are growing. In fact, you are moving to a higher level, higher article. Now, let's come to Virgo. Signs. Who? Virgo signs. Dear Virgo. Dear Virgo. Saturn in house number 7. All right. Where is the great conjunction? Guess what? Uranus-Sun conjunction. In your 90th house. Mayday, mayday. Mayday, mayday. The ruler in the zodiac? Jupiter. Where is it? In the 10th house. In the career house. There is a tremendous transformation and rise in the career house. Pluto. In the 6th house. The more you expand the organization, the higher support Jupiter will provide you from above. And Uranus, the Sun conjunction, offers you tremendous sudden opportunities. We see that you are moving towards a transformation of lifestyle for Mr. Virgo. Mars is currently in the 12th house. It allows you to rest and bring your managerial qualities to the forefront while also helping you deal with past events and sever ties there. Exactly. It helps you sever ties there and leads you towards an enlightenment. Mayday, 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 in a playful sense. You are heading towards a tremendous enlightenment. For example, in 2-3 weeks. You might experience the peak of this enlightenment. At the beginning of the week, with those completions, Achtung, passing through there from Moon Virgo, you can perceive pure reality. Pure reality. You can comprehend the pure reality of how all these planets are actually trying to lead you towards a certain lifestyle. Why? Because of the verse. Has the Virgo zodiac passed to the constellation of intuition? Constellations. Has it passed to the constellation governed by intuition? Because it will be at number 1000, you might feel everything like a lid. When you feel this, you will say, may the lion be pleased with Saturn. May the lion be pleased with Saturn. May the Saturn in your 7th house be pleased. It allowed me to witness these days. Mayday, mayday. Did you finally realize this? Did you move into the Libra sign? You will slowly see how your values are moving towards the point you deserve in terms of value balance. When you see this, it will then move into the Scorpio sign. Well, the wise one, just like the Virgos, this wise one says, all right, I'm out. Is this it? This is it. The journey awaits me. Virgo, I enjoy short trips. I represent, in this situation, there is nothing to be done. Organizations would be grateful. That's it. Thank you very much, friends. See you in the next video. I am Ozan Kurtbey, speaking from ARV. All right.